Behold the face of a man with a strange hobby. Clyde Woodwrought, age 36, author of countless pulp novels. 3 months recovering alcoholic and loving husband. Yet, Clyde also inhabits a rather mischievous secret. He's what one might call an amateur spy. Clyde takes great pleasure in the private lives of others. You may find him, on a lonely night, in a hotel room, listening to strangers beyond the wall. In some cases, what he hears inspires the books he writes. In most others, he does it for his own bizarre amusement. And how does he perform this act? With this, the XD-34 Trixo, a seemingly obsolete piece of junk surveillance device. It was manufactured and sold through underground markets to paranoid consumers during the last 10 years of the Cold War. While many of these were seized by the authorities, one of the remainders managed to find its way into Clyde's slimy hands, unknowingly to his wife of 9 years, Chloe Woodwrought. One thing is for certain. A man with this kind of power is bound to get himself in trouble sooner or later.
Who do you think you are? Do you have the slightest clue what you're doing? I told you, don't ever call me on my home number.
I know what you said, but this can't wait any longer. I had to get a hold of you.
And what if Clyde answered? Do you realize what that could do to me? What that could do to us?
I know, Chloe. I know, but trust me, I wouldn't call you if it weren't this important.
What is it?
I can't tell you on the phone, but I think you know. I need to see you tonight. Can you meet me at the Queen's Echo Inn? Midnight? Room 210.
I'd rather not tonight. But I don't suppose I have a choice in the matter. If it's as important as you say it is.
So you'll be there?
I'll be there. I'll tell Clyde after work all night.
Thank you, Chloe. Thank you. I'll see you soon.
Hello?
Hey, Chloe. Listen, I'm sorry to disturb you at home, but this is important.
just want to get this over with. Make it quick.
No problem. I'll go and get him. Have you met this young man before?
No, but I read his file. Got his whole life story in the car. Max Stasel, age 25, youngest tech repairman in Department 9. Employment terminated as of this morning. I'll take that tape off his mouth.
Go on, get to work.
Do you know how much trouble you're in, Max?
Yes.
And do you believe honesty will save you tonight?
Yes.
So will you tell me what you did?
I accessed a confidential file without authorization, and I read something I wasn't supposed to.
Can you recall what you read?
Something about the new government releasing a toxin throughout our farmland, killing everything. And with our crops dying, the government can form an alliance with the nearby nations through the importation of agriculture and, of course, in return seek military protection for the coming war.
Are you an agent working for an anti-government coalition, such as Supersede?
Yes.
Do you know Supersede's next step?
No, I'm just a low-level guy.
In your file it says you're recently married. Do you answer honestly out of fear for your life? Or for your wife's?
Hers.
What does she think you do?
She thinks I work in an insurance firm for railroads.
What's her name?
Carol.
And how many months is your darling Carol pregnant?
7.
So do you fear not only for your wife, or for your unborn child?
Both. Of course, both.
Is Carol asleep?
Yes, she should be, yes.
Does she sleep in a dark green gown on the left side of a queen-size bed? In a bedroom at 143 Turnover Lane, with a nightlight in the hall to help her find her way to the bathroom?
Yes.
Do you know how we know that?
Because you have people in my house.
And in one word, I can have it so your wife is shot right through the belly. Right in the dark.
No, please, don't do this. She didn't do anything, don't hurt her, please.
Keep your voice down. Or we'll have her killed right now. You'll have no one to blame but yourself.
Max, you might not know Supersede's next step, and I get it. So then give me the name of someone who does, and I promise you, no harm will come her way.
Okay. His name is Gustave Merlot. Gustave Merlot. Please don't hurt her.
Thank you for your service, Max.
Good night, Max.
wish that guy with the sax would give up. Gets on my nerves.
Forget it. Have a drink.
Aren't you afraid I might take you up on it?
If I didn't want to give you a drink, I wouldn't have offered it. I'd be sorry, Ed Roberts. You got yourself into this thing. You should be grateful I'm not turning you in. Why, if I wasn't regular, you'd be in the pen this minute, being photographed, fingerprinted, and being pushed around by the cops. So cheer up. Get rid of that long puss. Or is your conscience bothering you?
No.
Good morning, Sparky. I guess I got a lot of explaining to do. Well, maybe not explaining. Apologizing. It's like the 10th time I had to spend all night at the office. It's terrible.
You didn't kill him.
Thanks.
We're out of liquor, Roberts.
Can't exactly call that a flattering evening for either of us. I mean, it's just terrible. I'm sorry. You can yell at me if you like. I deserve it. You're allowed to be upset with me, Clyde. I'd feel a lot better if you were.
Bet you read that somewhere.
Can you just be honest with me?
All you do is bellyache.
Clyde,
That easy.
look at me.
We're trying to make the best of things.
I know when you're not all right.
Wrong with the whole world.
You can be honest.
People knock themselves out trying to buck faith. Now take you, for instance. You're lucky to be alive. When
Did you?
suppose Haskell had pulled open your door, you'd be playing a harp now.
You drank.
Think of that.
You think of it. I'm
You
tired.
told me you were cutting back.
Plenty of people die in this minute. Would give anything to trade
Oh.
places with you.
I get it. That's what's bothering you. No,
I'm not so sure.
I get it.
At least they know that.
You drank last night when you found out I was working late. And I suppose you probably smashed a few things too.
We all
I
know
should
that
be
people
angry at
someday.
this,
It's only a question of when.
but I'm not. I'm just happy you were honest with me.
Subject anyway.
If there's one thing that'll keep us going, it's honesty. That's why I love you.
Where'd you hide?
And this really does make us stronger.
On the table, sucker.
We should never keep secrets. Because sooner or later, we'd find out. And that'll just make things worse.
We bored each other with conversation for a couple of hours longer.
Besides,
Every 5 minutes, one of us was wishing we had another bottle of radio or something to read. Then finally,
we
got
both
on the
know I'd
chat.
figure out what you did last night.
It's only 11 o'clock, but I want to get up early and make the rounds of the used car lots.
No hurry about that. We got all the time in the world.
Maybe you have, but if you think I want to stay cooped up in this place any longer than I have to, you're batty.
It's not a bad place. Pay plenty for diggings like this in New York.
I wouldn't like it if it was the Ritz.
Rotten liquor.
Of course.
You got a mean cough. Want to do something about it.
You didn't think I'd notice our flower pot missing, would you?
Neil said. Nobody you know.
Hmm.
About the day and the night of
Anyways.
consumption.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be a break for you if I did kick off? You'd be free with all Haskell's dough and car.
I don't want to see anybody die.
I'm gonna go take a shower, then rest a
Not
bit.
even me.
Especially not you. One person died. You did. That's all I need.
you.
Like you. I love you.
Maybe,
My favorite.
to make up for this whole dumb week, we can order food in tonight. Whatever you like. And then we can watch some movies and cuddle and just have a good night. We haven't had one of those in a while. Would you like that?
Good night, Robert. Don't try and sneak away during the night. All the doors are locked. Anyway, if I find you gone in the morning, I'll notify the police.
As he listened to his wife ascend the stairs, Clyde's mind began to wander into dark places. Did she know? He asked himself. What have I done? He could feel her presence over him like a shadow, haunting his every move like a ghost. Clyde contemplated putting on his shoes and running far away. But instead, he decided to make two important decisions, the second of which was that he was to part ways with his amateur spy equipment for good. It would not be seen again until 15 months later, when it's dug up by an elderly man with a metal detector. And despite the violence that transpired a few hours ago, Clyde still felt that he could trust Chloe. Thusly, for the sake of his survival, his first decision was to sit there the rest of that morning, watch television, eat his cereal, and never speak a word about last night.
Grave and make some crack about there's good in all of us. But Vera, unfortunately, was just as right.